Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Keisha Stewart with Infinite Possibilities, Inc. We are proud partners with OnTrack Greenville. We This meeting will be going over summer programs and great resources for youth to have things to do when they're out of school. We will start off first with Michelle Paddingberg with Challenge Island. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you. Good to be here. Do I need to share my screen for the PowerPoint? Is that how that works? Or
Yes, you
do you
can
have that?
share.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's get here. Hopefully this will work. All right. So glad to be here. When she asked me about sharing some summer resources, I was excited to do that. I don't know if anybody knows what we do, but we're Challenge Island. Um, If you could let me know too, as these, are you seeing the next slide as it's going through, or is it still on the first?
It's on the second slide.
Okay, okay. I don't know if I can
Sí,
get
solo
it to.
estoy tratando de entrar a la reunión. Como no había llegado nadie, no había entrado yo.
So basically, we are a program here in Greenville. We provide STEM enrichment to daycares, schools, organizations. So our goal is to be able to teach kids necessary skills that will help them further in life. So
Ah, sí, claro.
the
Sí.
imaginative child, tomorrow's successful adult through STEM education. So we do a lot of on-site field trips, we do summer camps, we do family engagement nights, we do a lot of different things. So we just want to be able to prepare these kids for the real world and be able to relate what we do with the real world so they can have something to go on from there. Um, so I did mention before, so our projects or our program is based on STEAM building, is what we call. It is based on us being able to allow the kids to use their imaginations to work in groups. They do a lot of collaborating, teamwork. It does a lot of with their social emotional, creative thinking skills, problem solving. All of those things are kind of intertwined in a class. So, like I said before, we do that in the form of field trips where we come to the organization. We do a lot of those in the summer. Everything is kind of aligned to a lot of the standards for the state. So the kids are actually learning and having fun at the same time. So we do after school enrichment classes where we meet like once a week for a certain amount of time. And we do lots of fun themes there. And then, of course, family engagement and parental involvement. This is probably one of the most fun things that I've experienced because you have families that are actually working together on a challenge and everybody's working together. It's screen free. So there's a lot of fun and engagement happening going on. So it's very ideal for um, organizations that are looking to bring their families together. And then, of course, we have summer camps. Um, so we have a lot of different fun themes. We have two brand new themes this year that we are offering, in addition to the other ones. So space is always a fun theme for a lot of kids. Kids love space, and so all of our challenges center around something to do with space, and every day is a different thing. And then, of course, slime. So parents hate slime, but the kids love slime. So we kind of we come in and we do all the hard stuff like in the camp with the slime, and then the kids get to take it home. So there's so many different slime possibilities during those camps. Our Slimetopia 4 that has just been released is based on books. So it's called Once Upon a Slime. So all of the slimes that are in this camp are catered to a popular book. So I think there was something with Harry Potter. So there's like different kinds of slimes that go along with like a Harry Potter theme one day. And that's actually being released in the next couple of weeks for us owners to figure out, okay, what kind of things. But it's always something totally different. Like last year it was Slimetopia 3 and it was like a cruise type theme. So everything every day was based on something that would happen on a cruise. So I think there was like a Fruity Pebble slime, which actually smelled like Fruity Pebbles. We had another slime that actually smelled like blueberries. So there's a lot of different possibilities with these. So it's different kinds of ingredients to make it fun and interesting. So our camp choices are always a hit in the summer. So our camps pretty much target ages 5 through 12. I will say our target audience, which is the popular age, is between 6 and 8. But our camps are targeted to 5 to 12-year-olds. So that way, if there's something difficult, it can help the older kids. And if it's like something, that's a little easier, we can target the younger ages. We do have preschool camps. So the preschool camps are obviously a lot more flexibility with those. Because it's preschool. There's such a huge difference in development just from a 3-year-old to a 4-year-old, and same from a 4-year-old to a 5-year-old. So we just kind of water the challenges down a little bit so that they're introduced to these STEM concepts, and then we just kind of go at it with them. So really quickly, so we have different locations that we go to for our summer camps. We have Woodruff Road Christian Church. Those camps are Monday through Thursday, 9 to noon. We have Disciples CDC, which is 9 to noon, Monday through Friday. We have Christ Church, but those are actually all sold out. And then we also have a new partner this year with International School of Greenville, and those are actually all day camps. And those are from 9 to 4. So all of our themes, like you can kind of see that some of the themes, like we have ocean adventures, we have wizards, and we have potions, and arcade mania, and steam tank. So, the kids are in that entrepreneur camp. Everything is kind of based on a business mindset with that. So they're creating something during these 3 hours that they're there. So our registration for these particular camps, they are open to all of Greenville County. We've had people from Pickens County or Anderson or even some Spartanburg that have attended camps before, because sometimes they have parents that work in the Greenville area. So our camps are always open to the general public. It just requires a $50 non-refundable deposit to hold a spot. And then the parents have the option to pay all of it up front, or they can make payments along the way, or they can pay in cash or check on the day of camp for the remainder balance. So that's kind of the pricing there. And that includes all the supplies. So the kids get everything that they need during the week. They don't have to bring anything except just their imagination and a water bottle and a snack, and they're kind of good to go. So parents usually go to our website to register for camps. And I don't know who is the audience on this call. So I don't know if you're a parent looking for camps. I don't know if you're giving resources out for your parents and who your target audience is. But if you have an organization and you're looking for things to do, we can come to you and bring the stuff with us to your organization or your daycare. So we have just a lot of different possibilities there. But that's it from my perspective. I wasn't exactly sure how much detail I needed to go into, but I'm happy to share anything else that I need to share or any questions that need to be asked.
Thanks so much, Michelle. Yes, actually, our audience today is parents of students that attend different schools in Greenville County, and we do
Okay.
have some staff on the call as well. Okay, does anyone have any questions about the summer programs? Let me check the chat as well. Let's see. Let's see anything here. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for joining us. This is great information, and we will definitely share with others at the school as well. Okay, and next we will have Miss Dr. Tamira Hudson. Right before I bring her on, I just want to announce that if you have a student that attends Berea, Lakeview, or Tanglewood Middle, if you could please have their name and the location, the school that they attend in the chat. We will use this to gather up which parents attended that qualify for the gift cards for those three schools, and we will distribute those out to the schools within the next 2 weeks. All right, up next, we will have Dr. Tamira Hudson with Bell Excel. Welcome, Dr. Hudson.
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I am here to talk to you today about Bell Excel. Am I sharing my slides or you're doing it for me?
Oh,
Let's do it.
yes, actually, you have to share them from your end.
Okay,
Yes.
we will check it out.
Okay.
Because this is from my phone, remember this time.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just one moment. I can locate them and retrieve them. One moment.
Yeah, it won't let me do it from here. But as you're looking for those, Bell Excel is a summer program for our current fifth graders who will be going to Berea, Tanglewood, or Lakeview Middle School next year. It is a completely free program for our students, and really the goal of the program is, one, to prevent the summer slide, and then two, to also just be able to better acclimate these students to the middle school, kind of get rid of some of those middle school jitters before they walk into the door. Students are able to make friends that are coming together from all of the different feeder schools, and they're also able to know staff and meet other staff members, guidance counselors, on-track facilitators, and so forth throughout the building. So that is the major look for our program. And I'll just start with community time, if you will. This year it's a little bit different. We are invitation only. And a lot of that is based off of the test scores and SC Ready test scores and things like that. And also participation in the on-track process if you have a student that's already in that. The invitations have already gone out. So you may have already received that home, and they can be either submitted via QR code, which is on that application, or you can fill out the paper application and then send a picture of that. Okay. If you could go to that next slide for me. So typically we start off our day with our community time. And that's just a way, again, to get students acclimated in the morning. This is where they do a lot of icebreakers and team building activities together. We have a student-led discussion, so it could be book discussions. And then we focus really heavily on our core values, which are courage, excellence, learning, collaboration, and respect. But this is just kind of a way to wake our students up and get them kind of working together before we go into our academic sessions. And we can go forward 2 slides. So with our academic sessions, the students are getting about 90 minutes of ELA and 90 minutes of math daily. It can look two different ways, but typically that happens in the morning. We have a 10-to-1 student to teacher ratio in the class. So it really gives that small group more individualized attention to the student during our academics. We have a teacher and we have a teacher assistant that's in the room. So they're able to pull and work on different skills throughout the summer just to better prepare them, or even if need be to kind of try to catch them up just a little bit over the summer. There is limited screen time, which during the summer, we try to keep them off, with the exception of we do a pre and a post test. Those scores are really just for in-house, just for us to know where they are and where they end at the end of the summer. But we really try to not have them on the computers as much as possible and do some of that old school traditional style learning during the day. We can go to incentives, please, in that next slide. So with our program, our scholars absolutely love this. We have what is called a scholar store. So our scholars, they receive money, if you will, for showing those or displaying those core values, if for attendance, for doing something great within the building, a lot of different things, but they receive money. And then at the end of the week, usually on a Thursday, they're able to spend their money at the store. They love this because they're getting some pretty cool things. We have a lot of different things in the store, and we do that based off of what they actually ask for at the beginning of the summer. But then too, also they get that real world experience because we really challenge them to um, act as if they're shopping at a store. They need to count their own money. They need to check out appropriately. And they also learn the value of saving. Do you want to have that now gratification and get something, a bunch of little things, or we have some big prizes and things that they can earn at the end? So that is really huge for them. If we can go to field trips. Each Thursday, we have a field trip, and it could be an in-house field trip, or it could be that we're going to Big Air, a bounce house place, or we've had in the past, we've had the Hispanic Alliance come in. I know that at some of the sites, we're going to have like a soccer camp come in. It's just really dependent on that site, as well as we also go to Furman University to give them that college experience where we're able to tour the campus, eat in the actual dining hall with some of the different summer programs that are going on. But we really want to, it's a summer program. It's not just summer school. So we want them to be able to have some fun on their Thursdays, but also be exposed to things that they may not always be exposed to, such as, going to a college campus and exploring that. If you could go 2 slides down. We also, at the end of the summer, typically have a water day that counts as one of our field trips. They absolutely love that. We get some blow ups and things. And then we also try to invite our families for a family day, when this is an opportunity where you yourself as a parent will be able to get to know some of the staff. If we have assistant principals, guidance counselors, things like that, and you're able to get some of those resources and be familiarized with the building that your student will be attending before the school year even starts. And if you could go down, that's just pictures of different activities and things that we've done in the past. And final slides. This is just kind of just showing you some of the things and the key points that I already talked about that we have for our scholars. This is completely free. So you don't have to worry about anything it's free for the lunches, it's free for the trips, things like that, unless, if your scholar wants to buy anything extra. If you're unsure about whether or not your scholar or your student qualifies for this, once I'm done, I'll put my email in the chat so that you can shoot me an email. And if you're just curious about whether or not I received that application already. Once we fill spots with those invitations only, then we will open it up, to the rest of the students that are feeding into Berea, Lakeview, or Tanglewood. Does anyone have any questions? No? All good? Okay. So with that being said, I'll put my email and a good phone number in the chat. And if you want to reach out or you have an individual question, please feel free to do so. And I am available, like I said, via text as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Hudson. Do we have any questions before we move on? Please feel free to unmute yourself or place a question in the chat. Okay, I do see one question. It says, did I hear that Bell Excel is only for rising sixth graders?
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything else. Nope, that was the only question in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Dr. Hudson. And I'm sure we will be getting more information, some requests to you as well on that. All right.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Bye. Okay, and our last presenter will be Miss Makiva Floyd with Judson YMCA. Welcome, Miss Floyd. I think you're on mute.
Yes, I
Yeah.
am. How are y'all? Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to share about the YMCA and just shed some light on what we offer. Let me see if I can share my screen. One second. All right. So we are the YMCA of Greenville. Our mission is following the example of Christ, builds healthy spirit, mind, and body. Um, So I am the Youth and Family Services Director at the Judson YMCA, which is in the West Greenville area. We do get kids from Berea Middle, Tanglewood, and Lakeview as well. So just to give you a cap of the area that we serve. So, for our summer day camp, a lot of people don't know, but we do have other sites that are with the YMCA. So, this is our theme. The magic is in the adventure. We have sites that are at Kane Halter Family YMCA, which is the downtown area, East Side Family YMCA, which is Taylor's area, George I. Tyson Family YMCA, which is in the Travelers West area. Prisma Health Family YMCA, which is in the Simpsonville, Malden area, and then YMCA Judson Community Center, which is in the Judson, West Greenville area. So we do offer a lot of programming, but today I'm just going to focus on our summer day camp programming at the Judson YMCA. So we offer summer day camp for kids ages K4, so they can be a 4-year-old, and then all the way up to 8th grade. We offer a full day summer camp for our kids, where they learn to play sports, make crafts, go swimming, hiking, and maybe even some rock climbing. What makes us is unique is we do have a theme every week that the kids go by. So one day at our center, they are, excuse me, they are learning and enrichment about a topic, whether it be Hispanic Heritage Month or Black History or whatever the topic may be. They're learning that. On one day, they're going on field trips. Another day on Friday, which is very important for our kids, is they are getting swim lessons. And then another day, they're having their outside time where they play with their water toys. They have water pools and just overall outside, like old school water play. Also at our YMCA Judson, we offer a teen camp. So it is for rising 6th through 8th graders. And they have the opportunity to not only have fun and do the typical summer day camp activities, they have the opportunity to learn new skills. They have the opportunity to do service learning opportunities. And then they also have the opportunity to go on like mock career and interview processes just to get them ready for their career overall. So at our YMCA, we at our Judson YMCA, we don't offer um this program, but I just wanted to highlight it for those that are interested. This program is called the CIT program, and it is for if you have an older kid who is in high school, they are able to come to us for a 4-week program, and then it gets them ready to be a counselor. So if they're interested in being a counselor with the YMCA, they're able to attend the summer day camp, but they are learning how to become a YMC counselor. They're getting CPR certified and just getting their certification in leadership. So that is a very unique program, and that runs from June 2nd through the 27th. So let's see. Can you all still see the screen? Just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm not very tech savvy, so just want to make sure. So this is, let's see. So I wanted to highlight the just the camp overall and just some of the things that we do as well as pricing. So our camp runs from June 2nd through August 1st. And not only do we have the summer day camp, traditional camp that we talked about earlier, we do have specialty camp. So your child is able to come to like soccer camp, um, basketball camp, where they're learning different skills, not only how to play, but just the skills to help them be equipped for whatever sport they want to go to. So our daily activities and what to expect, just like I said, it's a typical day camp. They are go by the weekly themes, and in our camp, we make sure that they follow by our core values. So our core values are caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. And so while they're at our camp, we are looking for the kids to display those types of characteristics. And at the end of the week, they're able to win different prizes, such as a electronic day that they may have just for that one day. Otherwise, they can't bring their phones. But we have the electronic day. They're able to get free ice cream, and then also free items that we have on our food truck Fridays as well. So for everyday wise, we do provide breakfast, lunch, and a snack at our organization. So they technically do not need anything with them unless they have like a food allergy or foods that they cannot eat. We provide all the food that they would need that day. They also are need a backpack that has sunscreen lotion as well as a change of clothes. Because as you know, sometimes the kids get dirty, they're in the mud, they're doing this, so they need those change of clothes for day-to-day opportunities. Um, let's see. Another point is that is really good for our organization is, and a lot of people don't know, is we offer financial assistance. Oops. Uh-oh. We offer financial assistance for our program participants, and although the camp overall is $175 a week if you're a member and $220 if you are not, at our center we offer 65% off of that. So it's an overall one fee of $475 that you would have to pay by the first week of June. And if you're not able to pay that, we work with you to come up with a payment plan that best fits you so that your child is able to participate. And not only at our organization, if you choose to do another branch, they offer financial assistance as well. So, well, theirs is overall 1575. Based on your household and your income, you're able to get the percentage off. So therefore, it will not be that full price. And you're able to also get that discount if you're wanting to do things outside of summer day camp. So like soccer or tennis or swim lessons. And I think that is very important. And maybe a lot of people don't know when it comes to the YMCA that we do offer that for our parents. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. It is a $50 registration fee to apply. I am going to put the link in the chat so that you're able to just find everything there. And if you're looking to register, you can just click that link as well as my email address for you as well. So think that's it. And I did have a little video, but I am not seeing how to get back. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone has any questions.
Okay, let me check the chat to see and make sure we don't miss any there. Okay, yeah, I don't see any there. Okay, well, thank you so much, Kiva. This is great information. I'm sure you will be hearing from some of our parents today. All right. Okay, and lastly, we have Miss Emily Miller. I just saw her information in the chat. She has great information about a summer program as well. Welcome, Emily.
Yeah, thanks so much. So my name's Emily Miller. I have a daughter who's an 8th grader at Tanglewood Middle. And I also run a summer camp at Greenville Multicultural, which is a church in between the Welcome and Judson area. And we run a 6-week summer camp. It's education based, so we are at a church, but it's not like a vacation Bible school. We do 6 weeks. I hire mostly Greenville County school teachers from the area who come and teach. We have theme weeks, so we do a STEM week, art week, sports week, water week, all kinds of stuff. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., so it's not full day childcare. It's just if you're wanting a place for your kid to come and be able to get some exercise, build some healthy relationships. Lunch is provided. We do ages 4 to 14. I will drop some information in the chat as well, but I have applications at Hollis Academy and at Tanglewood. You can also pick up applications here at Greenville Multicultural, so I'll put all of that information in the chat. The cost is $60 for the whole summer, so it's just like $10 a week. And then if you have the second kid is $50, and every kid after that is $40. And again, that's for the whole summer. So if you have 3 kids, they can do 6 weeks of summer camp for 4 hours a day for $150. That's the total cost. So that just helps offset some of the materials. But again, hire certified teachers that just do really fun activities. They keep your kids engaged and learning, but without worksheets or computers or anything else. Everything is science and art. And we have cooking week. That's also a camp favorite. We use our kitchen here and kids learn how to cook and do things like that. So if you have questions in the chat, again, I'll put some of my information there. But yeah, thanks for letting me share.
Yes, thank you. Great information. Okay, do we have any questions for Miss Emily? Let me just check the chat as well. Okay, don't see any. Okay, if we don't have any questions or anyone wants to say anything, I guess we will go ahead and close out the meeting for today. Just want to thank everyone for joining today, and also please, if you have a student, haven't already added in the chat your student's name that attends Tanglewood, Berea, or Lakeview Middle. And also, if you want to go back just for references, we do have a YouTube channel. It's at Infinite Pos Inc., and I'll actually add that handle in the chat. If you want to just go back and for reference for this meeting or some of our other family learning meetings, we have those available on YouTube as well. Okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and close out. Everyone enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next month at our next meeting, which will be a financial literacy course from a bank. Greenville Federal Credit Union will be presenting in May for us. All right, have a good day. Bye.